So Stacy, what is the Institute for Management Studies? What is that? What happens there? What do they do? Who do they help?
It is the best kept secret in leadership development. I am convinced.
Well, let that secret out for everybody. Okay.
That's right. I mean, what other company has been around since 1974 and has served tens of thousands of leaders at thousands of companies with like 98% plus net promoter score, where people say we learned something valuable that we can apply right away? That's like unheard of.
Is that net promoter? Is that something that comes out of when you're done with a training session,
we're collecting feedback.
Yeah.
We're asking the questions.
Good idea to do. Yeah.
So the pandemic really pushed IMS to the future. So IMS used to be all about the live full day seminars where we'd bring people together in regions across North America, which is a lot of fun and a lot of energy. But we realized with the technology that's available now, we can democratize learning. So we can get people that are field sales managers, people that are on the road for part of their job. We can condense this into 3 hour or 1 hour or 2 hour chunks of leadership training and really hit so much more of every company's population. So we're really raising up the skill level of all these folks instead of just a couple folks that could get away for a full day.
Yeah.
So IMS has been really such a treasure for organizations. In our region alone, we serve over a dozen companies that span manufacturing, healthcare, banking and finance, insurance, government adjacent entities, you name it, we're working with that type of organization.
Is there any size limitation on the type of organization you work with, or is it any size?
Yeah, that's an important question. So I like to say if a company has at least 10 folks in leadership positions,
10.
IMS can be a great fit. So we have, manufacturers that have 1,200 people. We have insurance companies that have 10,000 people. Wow. So it really does run a pretty broad range.
Can we clarify or specify then leadership position? Are we talking anything from the first promotion you might get to?
Yeah.
How about this? How low?
How low do we go?
Yeah. No, really, just so folks know, in terms of who you work with.
Because
leadership can take a whole bunch of, different types of titles and such. And
you're so right. And it doesn't really matter how old someone is, right? It's when are they moving from an individual contributor role where I just have my body of work that I'm responsible for to now I'm responsible for other people and their body of work. So it can be an aspiring leader.
Okay.
Maybe it's somebody fresh out of college going into like a rotational program to be a manager, all the way to your senior executives. So we've got programs and educators that are targeted and built for all those different audiences.
And just and not to go into everything, and I think we may be doing some other videos on this, but so that newbie, I've been in control of my own work, and now I'm gonna have to worry about people. Are there traditional types of things you bring that? Obviously, just the idea of managing anybody for anything, regardless of what their profession is. Is that so? Is that very? I guess I'm asking. Is that is there already anything unique, depending on what industry they're in, for the newbie to come up, or is it more of a here's how to be a leader and talk to people? And,
That's such a good question. I don't think enough companies ask that kind of question. They say, well, if you're technically competent, we're going to promote you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of the Dilbert principle.
No, what is that?
So the Dilbert principle is
that's the guy in the, yeah, right. I used to read it.
We promote you to the point of incompetence. We don't want to do that. We want to prepare people for success.
I like that, yeah.
And if you think about it, if you're moving from a role of your peers and now you're in charge of that team, we've totally blown up so many aspects of your day-to-day at work, right? Yeah. We've changed reporting relationships. We've changed who you can talk about with what.
Yeah, right.
So what we've done at IMS, we've come up with a solution. So we've built a cohort-style program that's just for new and emerging leaders. So we have 3 of our best educators that really dial into that target audience and their unique needs. They do 3 2.5-hour programs. We partner every participant with a certified coach. So during that 3-month period, they're getting access to personal coaching and group coaching along with this content. So we really are trying to support their development and growth into a leadership position.
And then let's go to the upper end of the scale. Somebody's got a lot of experience, but now the types of things you're helping them get better at are probably, is it down to their things that they've kind of realized that they're not doing correctly, whether it's communication or what is it? What?
Yeah, that's a great question. So a lot of it's like the future focused side of leadership, dealing with ambiguity, managing a complex environment, decision making, critical thinking, strategic thinking, and strategic planning, and looking at what are all those disruptive forces happening in the political space, in the economic space, at a macro and micro level. So helping you become that visionary leader that can, oh, by the way, pull along everyone in the organization to align to that mission and have clear marching orders and feel empowered to do what they need to do to drive results.
So IMS can make a leader of somebody who isn't a leader yet, and can make a better leader of somebody who is.
Absolutely.
It's always plussing up the game.
Look at you making it so simple.
Well, that's what it sounds like. I said I'm a simpleton. I ask you simple questions. So, is there anything else? Because again, I know we break things down as we go through. Is there anything else on this 40,000 foot view that you think should be included that we haven't?
That's a great question. One of the things that's really important to me is that IMS is a family-run company.
Okay.
Right? Just like I run my company, we're both women-owned organizations. We really take great pride in making sure we're delivering a quality service to our members, to our clients. So please know, if you want to partner with IMS, you're picking a partner that wants to make sure you're successful.